Hey everybody. Oop, there it is. Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. I know I'm a little off side right now. Working on mic stuff, so it's just making sure that y'all can hear me okay. I realized that I have to be close to this close to this mic for it to pick up. As you can see, the mic's right here, and my face is almost like I'm giving it a smooch. So can y'all hear? So it sounds great? Okay, cool. I've tilted the mic a little bit. I think the arm that I have isn't long enough, and I need to get it like right under me. And if I could do that, then maybe the sound will not sound like it's cutting in and out. So it's a thing in just learning how to be, the things of being a content creator and not being perfect. So but it's all good. We'll work it out. I'll be off screen for a little. Y'all don't care to look at my face anyway. Hey Mike, what's going on? Steve, hello. Your intro vid skills are always on point. I wish. No, that is Jeff Beck's intro skills right there. I just try to get the videos that they have to make it look, very thematic. Hey Azariel, how's it going? Jess, good morning. All right, so we're gonna get into our playthrough of Intrepid. I've had this. I actually played this game before it came, like when it was on Kickstarter. The designer and I played the game on Tabletop Simulator just to showcase it, and it funded. It did really well. Of course, he had other. Hey Gazumi, what's going on? He had other bigger content creators on that are way more important than I am, and so he was able to chat with them and get some really cool stuff going. So I'm glad that he was able to fund. Hey Greg, good morning. It was able to fund and it delivered. The thing is that I knew I would like this game for when I played it at the demo. The problem of it was that I kind of just put it on the shelf, and there were a lot of games churning in because I first gotten in the hobby. The FOMO monster is a dear friend of mine, and so I kept saying I need to get back to this. I know I'm gonna like this game. I even took it every single time I went to Game Palooza over to Steve's, and I was like, I brought this. We should play it. I know we're gonna like it. I know it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play it. So I pulled the game out, started playing, and I was like, yes, I know I like this game. It's a nice little dice placement game about a subject matter that I'm a huge fan of, which is space and the International Space Station and all the good stuff that comes with it. So we are going to get into this playthrough so you can see what it's like. Like I said, for people joining, yes, I'm off screen a little. I'm trying to, it's either sound or me. You can't have both. Okay? So but it's just me kind of working out to make sure that y'all can hear me okay and the sound doesn't dip in and out like I'm getting messages from my last two things that it was happening. So hopefully this will alleviate that situation. All right, so let's get some information and get down the table. Before I do that, though, I want to say thank you to my patrons, my YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Yeah, I see it. I saw it like do this thing, and so I was like, ah. Yeah, thank you and welcome as well. And let's get some information and get down the table. Okay, Intrepid. This was delivered in 2021. Like I said, Jeff Beck designed this. It came out. He was a really great guy. Great to talk to. He was very much involved in trying to see his vision come to life and whatnot. So I'm glad that it did. It is a fun game. It's a cooperative asymmetric game of survival aboard the International Space Station. It is a dice placement game. 7.2 on Board Game Geek. I think not a lot of, yeah, I think that's the thing, Mike. Not a lot of people knew about this game, and that's probably why it got the rating that it did. I mean, look, 526 people rated it, right? But it funded, which means more than 526 people got the game. But not a lot of people know about it. It is out. You can find this game in your favorite local game store. It is available. It's just not a lot of people know, and when they probably see the box, they're like, eh. But it's a good game, and it's a dice placement game. It's basically, I want y'all to think of it as a co-op. It's a co-op solitaire-ish game. The reason why I say solitaire-ish is because you can actually pass dice between each other, and if you lose, everybody loses. So you have to communicate. You have to come up with your strategy, but you only control a set number of things per player. I played a demo a long time ago when it was on Kickstarter. I need to play it again sometime. Yeah. And I'll explain to it as we play how that sets out, because I'll be playing. There is a solo mode, but I will be playing 2-player because I want to show all the systems. I like Pandemic the Cure. I'll probably like this. Yeah, yeah. This game unfortunately had no traction post release, and it hardly exists in the EU. Oh, that I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that it's hard to find over in the EU. I know that he made a few copies, but I didn't know what shipment was like. And it did. That's the thing about it, is that the traction on the game slowed after the Kickstarter completed. I wish there was more information about it. But y'all want to see what this game looks like? Jeff is self-publishing, so he is Uproarious Games. It's not some other big publisher. That's what it is. Games about 1 to 4 player, best played 4. Honestly, it's best played any number. They say best played 4. I think 2-player plays well, 3-player plays well, 4-player plays well. I haven't played the solo mode. I've been playing two-handed, and it's worked out perfectly fine for me. Like, I never felt, oh, this needs to be more solo than this. So to me, it scales very well no matter the player count. 60 to 90 minutes to play the game, but of course we're streaming, so it's going to be a little bit longer. Age 13 plus, but community says 12. I agree with that, and the weight's about a 3.29 out of 5. I think the missions make the weight that number. The game in of itself is very easy to grok, very easy to pick up. So let's get down to the table. You want to see this. Let's check it out. And I'll be leaning down like this most of the time because I want to stay close to the mic so it doesn't dip. Okay, so this is the game board, and you're like, wow, this looks like a lot. It's not. It's really not. So, and the game and all of this stuff is kind of set. So it's really well made components, because they want you to be able to pop things out when you need to. You can just pop them out, pack them up, and go. I believe Gamer Trays made all these things for this, so it does have Gamer Trays involvement in it, which is fantastic. All right, so how the story goes is that you are astronauts on the International Space Station, and it's represented by all the different countries. Today we'll be playing the complexity 1 country, so you can see how those work in the training simulator. I would really love to play more of this. It'll all determine how you all feel about it, but there's more missions to be played. It's not like a campaign. Each is a separate mission, and when you're done, you're done. That's it. But there's Toxic Leak, and there's a solar storm mission that you play that's kind of like hammering this International Space Station that you have to work on. There's a lot of I'll use the word variety. I know people who are snobs of board gaming are going to be like, there's no variety. There's a lot of variety in the characters that you play. As the complexity goes up from 1 to 4, each nation plays differently, and there's a lot of nations. I'm getting the nations now so you can see. I need my rule book just in case, but there is South Africa, and see the Gamer Trace thing? So each country is self-contained, so whenever you're playing, you just pull them out and play them. But there is, and this is all Gamer Trace, but there is South Africa, which has a very hard complexity. The representation in this game is amazing. There is Canada. Oh, Canada. So Canada's in there. This is another South Africa one that was part of the expansion. I have everything for it. There is Brazil for people who are so. Yeah, we got Malaysia that's on here. So there's Malaysia. Like all these, and all of them play differently. All of them. There is Japan. So Japan's in there. There is Germany. Germany is part of that. And there is the UK. So these are all these are different playable countries that you can play on this game, plus Russia, plus the United States, that you can play on this game. So there's a very nice selection of variety in character play, and each one of these plays their dice different. Like Japan, I think there was a playthrough. I can't remember. I think it was John Gets Games who did a playthrough of Japan where it showed how different the dice placement is. And it's like at its heart, it's dice placement, but how the dice are placed are different. Okay, all right. Let's move this and get back to the game at hand. I just kind of wanted to showcase that for people who could find the game. You've got a lot of variety going. All right, so how this game works is we're going to be doing the training simulator, which I'll show over on the zoom up screen, the card zoom screen in a second. So we'll be doing the training simulator mission to complete the missions as it goes through the training simulation. To win the game, we have to complete 3. I took out the 2 hard mission cards, the 2 disaster cards because that's rough. But we'll have to complete 3 of these International Space Station missions. So we'll just kind of do this over, shuffle it up, and just pick 3 at random. 1, 2, and that's how you win. 3. So those go back to the box. Now the training simulator mission here. This is the disaster deck. So at the end of every round, we'll draw a disaster card and deal with what happens in the disaster. In the training simulator, the setup of it says disaster training is essential when preparing to visit the International Space Station. Through our state-of-the-art virtual training simulator, you can experience a variety of disaster scenarios from the safety of the training facility. Pay close attention to the instructor on each card. Her valuable advice comes from years of experience surviving these disastrous events and is much more than flavor. So we flip these over. For this scenario, it says 1 to 10 at the bottom. So if I show you here, you notice at the bottom right there, it says 1 to 10. So we just basically play it in order from 1 all the way down. Now these are disasters, right? They get worse and worse. So the thing is, can you complete 3 missions before this deck ends and you lose? Like, so we need to try that. So basically getting to the bottom of the deck is bad. All right. What we have here is we have a set of starter tiles for each country, and each country comes with their own starter tiles, which is cool. And how do you know what their starter tiles are? If you look, the flag of the country is on where you place the dice. So right here, we know this is the American one, so you can keep them together. And it says starter at the top. So this is the Americans starter. So every country comes with their own starter ones that you'll start when you play. It's not just every single thing. And this is on this side right here that you see that's blue. I have the Americans on, if you notice over here, blue, and then red and red. So if the Americans were playing the red side, you just flip it over to the red side, the red starter side, and play it on that side. Hey, Frederick, what's going on? So they have 3 starter cards, and then there's the boost card. If you're playing solo or 2-player, you're going to use these boosts because you need the help. If you're playing 3 or higher, you don't need them, but in this one you can. Now let's talk about this is a dice placement game, right? So you're going to roll dice, and you'll place the dice number indicated between either 2 to 4. And when you place them, if you look in the bottom left, you get that benefit immediately. And then you get the resources at the resource calculation step of the game. So this game is played over a series of rounds where you go through different phases trying to get resources and survive together. So like I said, it's solitaire-ish because if one person loses, you all lose. So you have to work together. You can pass dice to each other, which you'll see me do, and we'll go through what those things look like. We have the 4 systems that are on the International Space Station are nutrition, oxygen, power, and climate. So if at any time during the resource calculation step, any of them are in the red, we lose. Just 100% game over. And we also, and basically based on player count, we see what number we start at, which we always start in the negative, which is -4, right? Nothing carries over per round. So once you get past, it just resets back. And these are on a dial board that changes. So when we experience drain, which means if we add a new module, if a disaster card causes us to have drain, then this number gets worse, and it gets harder and harder to move forward. So you have to be careful of that, right? Okay. Let's go from top down so I can kind of make things make sense. All right. So for the Russia side of things, the Russia side, if you're playing 2-player, one player gets 2 boards, the other player gets the other 2 boards, and you try to keep them together because they affect each other differently. Power and climate are usually together, and nutrition and oxygen are usually together. So for the Russian player, they'll be taking care of power and climate. So his first one up here, his starter one, is the EPS lithium ion battery. So if he places a die, it doesn't matter the number, so it says 1 to 6, he'll immediately roll 1 new die into his pool, then discard any 1 die from his pool. So it's gain a die to lose a die, gain a die to lose a die, and that's how the Russians play. At the calculation step, I will gain 4 power if I do this. You have to be very strategic about how you want to do these things. He also has the solar array. Now, as you can see here, you'll see that the 1 to 6 and 1 to 6 are split up. It means that you can play 1 die at a time and gain that left side benefit every single time you place a die. So I can place a 2, just 1 2 die on there. I'll roll 2 new dice into my pool and then discard any 1 die from my pool. So roll 2 die, discard 1. I can then do it again with another number and do it. All right, and I'll gain 1 power for each one on there. Oopsie, my mic. I hit my mic. Okay. Things were going fine with sound. All right, so something just happened. So aluminum shielding. If I put a die 1 to 6, I may re-roll 1 die in your pool of value 4 or higher. And the benefit, that symbol that you see, is whatever die number I put on here, I'll gain that much climate in the calculate step. And then the boost for their side is going to be the thermoelectric generator. So 2 to 4, I get to roll a new die into the pool, and I'll gain a lot of power and climate. This is only, once again, boosts are only used for 1 to 2 player. 3 to 4, you don't get it, because y'all can handle that stuff on your own. The US side. So this one says food lockers, 1 to 6, 1 to 6. So that means I could place 2 dice and gain a benefit twice, gain a die of the value that I put on there, and then I can plus or minus it by 1. So if I put a 2 on there, I can gain a new die to my pool that is either 1 or 3, if that makes sense. And I'll gain 1 nutrition. This one here is water waste recycler. 2 to 5 may adjust 1 die in your pool of value 3 to up to -1 or +1. I'll gain 5 nutrition. And finally, the one that I showed you before, this one here, see how they're together? So I have to place 2 die of the same exact value here to gain a die that is plus or -2 of one of the numbers that's on there, and I'll gain 6 oxygen. And then you've seen the this one here already, which is the photoreactor chamber, which I'll gain a die, and then I'll get a bunch of stuff. All right, so what we have here in the center, I want to go through this because when I start going, if you have questions, let me know. What we have in the center is we have the this is the docking modules, these 4 that's here, and here's the habitation module. So docking modules is how you and the other players work together. So for instance, if I have a 3, if the US has a 3, I can put a 3 in the docking module here, and that immediately gives a 3 to another player at the table, a die of their color of the same value to another player. So Russia would gain a 3 in their pool that they can use. So that's how y'all work together to give each other dice. There's 2 that's a straight transfer, and there's 1 here that lets you do give me a die. So if I do a die here, it'll be okay, I can give you a 3 or +1 of 4 if you need it. So strategy works. Same over here, but this is a -1. So if I put it over here, I can either give you a 1 or a 4. All right, it's not hard stuff. All right. We also have our how do we add more modules to the space station? We have a pool based on our tier levels of skill. This is the research track that's here. So if I say, as I'm learning research, to learn research, it costs capacity. Just call it spending money, right? But it's called capacity. And how you raise up research is the amount to cost to raise research is equal to the number of players. So since I'm playing 2 players, it costs me 2 capacity to move up 1 space. If I'm playing 4 players, it would cost me 4 capacity. Make sense? And once I get to tier 2, I get to add tier 2 tiles to my buy pool that I can then buy and put on. And they come with a cost. So this is a tier 1 tile. Let's run through this and what it means. This is a tier 1 tile for the Americans. It's this tier 1 in the top right. In the top left, it goes over in the oxygen and nutrition side of the board, wherever you want that to be. And it gives you Aquapad systems, which have a 3 to, you can add a die of 3 to 5. However, look at that top left where it shows next to the blue. You see where it says 5 and then negative? So what that means is it costs you 5 capacity to buy this tile, and then you drain power by 2, which means the more modules you add to the space station, the more of a power drain it is on a system. And so that means I will spin the system up, and it becomes that much harder to not die using that system. So I think this was a really nice addition to the game where it's like, oh yeah, I can power myself up, but at a cost, which I think is cool. All right, so each player or each astronaut comes with 4, and they're all very different based on the character that you're playing. So very, very, very different. All right, so let's talk about resource bonuses. Resource bonuses, if you look on this board, you see these blue spaces here. If I ever, ooh, this spun off a little. There we go. If I ever have moved this red die onto a blue space, which is completely possible, then I will gain that resource bonus, and during the turn I can use that resource bonus to do something extra, something fun, something cool. So I can do that. Capacity, I've already talked to you about. This is your spending money basically, and when you're playing 2-player, it's only the characters play. The other boards don't get extra capacity. They're just there that you're controlling that. So on a 2-player game, you start off with 6 capacity. On a 3-player game, you start off with less, and on a 4-player game, you start off with none. So it makes sorry, I said that wrong. This is the difficulty of the game. This is the difficulty. Capacity is difficulty. Drain is what it has. Drain on 2 players, you start off at -4. 3 players start off on -6, and 4 players -8. Capacity is based on how difficult you want the game to be. 6 is moderate, 4 is hard, 2 is epic, and 0 is we're gonna fail. And there is a mode where you add 0 that it goes in, so it's fun to see. Pretty much outside of that, we have I know y'all are interested for me to play, but I got 2 more things to go through, and then I'll explain. I'm telling you all this now because it's not hard once we start going. You have these things called strain things. So at the resource spend step, you can put strain on a system. Like, let's say this one, we spin this over and we say we're gonna put strain on that system to put a boost on this system, right? So if we do that, I have to put at least a 4 here. Don't we always play on we gonna die mode? No. So to make sure that this doesn't happen, I have to put at least a number 4 die here. If I don't, then I suffer -3 to whatever I gather. That's the strain on the system. That means, let's say my power was at 4, and I was like, ooh, I just barely made it, but I used a 5 instead of a 4. I actually have to subtract 3 from that because I put strain on the system. I don't get as much. But if I put a 6 on here, then I gain to gain the boost. If I put a 6 on there, then I get on this one, then I get +3 to that system. So that can really help you and other players as long as they can make it work. All right. Emergency supplies. If you are ever in the orange zone, you have to use an emergency supply or the game's over. After you've used your third emergency supply, the game's over. So it's kind of giving you a little bit of a hand before you die. Astronauts. All right. So astronauts, what you'll see is you'll see this punch out here of where this little tab goes, right? This is how many dice they start the game with. That's how many dice you roll per turn. If you want to get more dice, you have to spend that much capacity to gain another die, that much capacity to gain the next die, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 6 dice that you roll. So we're only going to start with 2. This is complexity 1. And when you flip them over, it says the same thing. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. When you flip this one over, which also comes with them, because this gives us our turn order that's here. So when you flip them over, it tells you how to set them up. It tells you how they work. So if you're like, well, how does this character work? Well, the complexity 1, there's no additional setup. There's no special rules, but some other comes with it. Note the abilities of your station tiles will help meet the placement requirements, so they kind of give you some clues on how to play. And then on the other side, it gives you the turn order. And we're going to go through that as we play. I'm not going to keep talking your ears off. You also gain a career badge. And you get to pick whichever one. There's a lot of career badges in this game, so you get to pick which one you want. So for the US, I'm going with Spaceflight Pilot. You may place a strain token on one of your tiles to give an amplify token to another player. We talked about strain and amplify. This career badge lets me do that, and I can kick that off once per round. For the Russians, I picked up Medical Officer. You may spend 2 capacity to give any player an extra die of any value they choose usable next round. So basically, I can say I can spend this, and then the next round you'll get a die that might be of help to you, but I have to spend capacity to do it. So money in, money out type of deal. Okay. They start off with 2 dice as well, so we're ready to play. So you grab the die color of what you're going with. US will be yellow, and Russia will be green. All right. You get these, and everybody rolls their die at the same time. Because I'm solo, I'm going to roll them all together. But at this point, we get into the roll and place die phase of the round. And we're going to shake this up. Drop them in. So the US got a 1 and a 2, of course. And Russia got a 3 and a 5. All right. So here's how so then everybody goes off, and the US can only focus on nutrition and oxygen. I cannot. No. Oh, yes, I do reveal the first goal. Thanks. So what you want to do is you want to flip over and reveal the first goal of the 3 that you have to say. See, Steve knows how to play this game. Sorry, I got information excited overload. Yes. So the first goal is all systems go. Now, here's how the goals work. All systems go. I need to place a number 1 die only in this system. It doesn't mean that I don't have that die for next round. It's just saying I'm starting it. That's what that means. At the end of the first round, I need to consume 2 power and still be able to survive. At the end of the second round, I need to consume 6 power and still be able to survive and not die. The next 8 and the next 10. And then the final round, I will reduce drain by 1. So, which is fantastic. So if you can complete this mission, it helps you, but it hurts you as it builds up. So this is the first goal. It sits here until you place a die on it. So it has not started yet. When I put a number 1 die on it, that starts it. So, thanks, Steve, for that. Yep, I got ahead of myself. All right, so what we're going to do is we have a 2 and a 1. And as I said, this is the time. America can only focus on nutrition and oxygen, and Russia can only focus on power and climate. So I've separated them out on each side so that they make sense, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2 and I'm going to put it on the photobioreactor chamber. It needs a 2 to 6, and immediately it says roll a new die into your pool. So I grab a new die and I roll it. And I got another 2 because that's how my life goes. Let's see. Let's do a 3 on the thermo over here so I could gain a die. I got a 6, so I'm rolling high on this side. Okay. I need a double to gain that 6. I need that 6, but I need a double. So let's work over here. I'm gonna put a 5 on this one, which says roll 2 new dice into my pool and discard 1. So I rolled a 6 and a 2. And I need to discard 1, huh? I'll discard the 2. Gone. So I have 2 6s. Cool. I'm gonna put, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna put a 6 here. Oh, that'll put me out. That'll put me out. I'll put a 6 here. Gain 2 more new dice, which is double 6s. Insane, and I need to discard 1. So I got 2 6s still. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. That's 8. So if I look at power, I'm at -4. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will get me to 4. If I want to start that, I need 2 more. Hey, Meeple Monkey, what's going on? So I'm trying my best to gain dice here, and this is tough. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put, if I put a 1 over here, yeah. I'm gonna come back over on this side. I'll take a 1. I'll put it over here, which will give me a die that is plus or minus that. I'll gain a 2. So plus or minus 1, I'll gain plus 1, which is a 2. I'll take those 2 and put them here as a double, and I gain a die that is plus or minus 2. So I can make that a 4 that I gain. I'll put that 4 here, and I've completed. I'm good. Okay. Now let's find out how we can gain a 1 to make this work. So I'm gonna put, I think I'm okay, but I don't know if I could start my mission just yet, and that's okay. I'll do plus here, yep, which will give me 6, which is great. And then it says I may re-roll, but I'm not going to. And then finally, I'll put this final one here, which tells me I may roll 1 new and then discard 1. So I rolled a 1, which would have been great, but I have to discard it. And that ends the roll phase. It's not complicated. I promise y'all, this game is not complicated. All it is just if you're playing 2-player, I just focus on this side and I just completed what I had to. Now I was looking to see if I could trade anything, but I guarantee I'm going to trade next round. So that completes the roll and place phase. Now we go to the calculate phase. So for nutrition, I got 6, 5, that's 11, plus 1, 12. So I got 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which gives me 8. Oh, look, I'm happy. For oxygen, I got 6 and 6, 12. Total of 12. So I'm going to 8 as well. So fantastic. Then I come over to this side. I got 6 plus 6 for the number die that's here for climate. Well, let's do power first. 6 power plus 4. So that's 10 plus 1, 11. So that takes me to 7. And then for climate, I've got 6 plus 6, that's 12. So I got 12, that'll take me to 8. Cool, we didn't die this round. The first round's always the easiest. All right, so we didn't die this round. Everything looks beautiful. So those are station tile generated research modules. We check the habitation module to see if there's any dice in here. That's like the last ditch effort thing. It's not, oh, this is a great thing to use or a one-time burn. It just gives you 1 point per die, which is weird. So, and then we remove any tokens if anything was broken, because systems can break on the ship, and they will. Then we remove any tokens. Then we resolve a mission card. So we're gonna grab our first training simulator card. And wait, no, this is a disaster. disaster. We resolve our mission card, so we did not start the mission, therefore we skip that step. Trigger any resource bonuses if we got any. Did we land on any blue spaces or any other spaces that have resource bonuses? Nope. So then we check minimum resource generation. So how do we gain capacity? We look for the lowest number that we have across the board, and the lowest number is 7. And that is how much that is how much capacity we gain. So I had 6 plus 7, I go to 13, and both people gain the same amount. It's not split amounts. So we got 13. So you're like, "Oh man, that's a lot of capacity. That's fantastic." Is it? After that, we resolve our first disaster. So we resolve our first disaster. So we're going to flip this over, and it says systems check. If you make less than 5 capacity this round, reset the game and start again. So the instructor says, ensuring each station module is running at full capacity is vital. If you're struggling, be sure to work with your fellow crew members to get the help you need. So this is, because this is the training simulator, it's like, if you can't make that much, you're about to have a rough go, so start over. So we completed this disaster. It was the freebie. We're okay. Hey, Brian, what's going on? So then we go to the next phase, which is spend capacity. So we're about to spend the money that we have to either research up for bigger tiles, buy new modules on there, or gain more dice. All right, research track, more dice, or tiles, and you could do as many as you can for how much ever you got for capacity. Okay, so I know, where's the one that I want? Oh, this is gonna. Okay, so I know that I want more dice, and I know that I want to buy a new module. Here is how the modules work. So we're gonna get, I'm gonna buy this module for the Russia side, which is the thermal exchange unit. All right, notice the top left. This is a tier 1 module. It costs 4 capacity, so 1, 2, 3, 4 going to 9, right? It costs 4 capacity and oxygen drain by 2. Check this out. I lift this up, and oxygen drain means I'm putting more strain on the oxygen systems. So now it goes up to -6, and it's harder to get to that number. So it's going to become very more difficult. This gets placed anywhere you want. It does not matter. So I'm going to throw it right here. Cool. So I spend that, and each person spends at the same time. You don't have to watch everybody, so it should be fine. For you, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to gain another die. And then I'm going to spend, I'm going to burn everything so y'all can see how this works. And then, do I want another unit? No, I think I should be okay. Yeah, yeah. And then I have to spend more. So I'll say I'll spend 1, 2 to raise up research by 1. 3, 4 to raise up research by 1, sorry. So we're getting closer to tier 2. Then let's come over on this side. And I'm going to spend 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to gain another die because rolling 3 dice is fun. And I need to raise up something. Because, let's see, what did we boosted climate to gain more climate. So what do we have that we can use for climate? This gives us more oxygen. This might be good. Yes, because we raised up oxygen. So I'm trying to balance us here. Here we go. So I'm going to buy this bad boy. Solid fuel oxygen generator. So it's going to cost 5 capacity. So I'm going to go to 4 from 9. And power drain on climate is going to be by 2. Up to. And we get to place this over here. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, boop, 1, 2, and we're almost to tier 2. And that is going to end the research, install space tiles, obtain additional dice. If we wanted to use our career badge, ooh, maybe I could use my career. No, not yet, not yet. I don't have the 2 capacity, so nope, that would have been cool to do, but we're okay for right now. Is there use our career badge, and then we reset the round. Resetting the round means taking all these lovely things and putting them back at the horrible state. that it's on. And grabbing back all our dice. And then going back to how much base dice we have. Well, we know we just got everybody a nice 3 sets of dice instead of 2. And then these go back to the supply. And you begin round 2. This is not a hard game, but it's fun because I love that there's this push-pull of, oh yeah, I'm going to get more powerful systems, but it increases but it makes it harder for you to use this system. So let's go to round 2, shuffle these up, and see what happens. What is with these ones? Maybe it might mean that I could start mission. I got all 1s for Russia. Oh no, sorry, US. I got all 1s for US and almost all 1s for Russia. Wow. Okay. That's a thing that happened. So I'm going to immediately do this to gain a die that is a +2, so it would be a 3. I'm going to put that 3 here, gain a new die, and roll it. It's a 2, of course it is. Let's see. All right, so right now I have 12 oxygen. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm okay. Now remember, your capacity that you gain at the end of the round is predicated on the lowest number that you have. So if I have 4, that's all the capacity I'm going to gain. So you're like, oh, let me just get into the gray area. Let me just get into this area and I'll be fine. Nah, you don't want to do that. You want to gain as much as you can so that you can gain a higher set of capacity to strengthen yourself up a little bit. Let's go over to this side because that's hot garbage. This is roll discard. That's how Russia works. It's just roll 1, get nothing. Yeah, and this may re-roll 1 die in your pool of value 4 or higher, and I'm working with some hot trash. You know what? I'm gonna put this 6 here because this says roll 1 new die in and discard 1 from the pool. That'll give me a high set, and that's a 5. I'll discard a 1. Okay with that. So that gives me some good count on climate, which is fantastic. Okay. I forgot you can wrap around with your dice. Yes. Yes, you can wrap around. So I can make a 1 a 6 or a 6 a 1. Yes, it does wrap around. Unless, Steve, the scenario tells you that you can't. Let's see. I'm going to put... So right now, I'm going to put this 2 up here to gain a die. I'll make it a 4. Oh, sorry, a 3. That's +1. So right now I have 7. Can I gain any more dice over here? Not yet. That's just adjusting. And I really do want to start the systems check to beat it. So I'm trying to hang on to this to use. But let's see what we can do over here. I'm going to put this 5 here, which will gain me a new die without having to get rid. I got a 4. Let's put that 4 over here so I gain 2 new dice. Nope, that's 1 new die. Sorry, 4 here. So I can gain 2 new dice. Discard 1. So 2 and a 1. I'm going to get rid of the 1. I will do it again. Gain dice. A 1 and a 6. Let's get rid of the... Let's get rid of the 1. All right, so I'm at 7 and 13. So I have 13 climate. So I'm good on the climate side. Power is where I need. If I'm going to start that, I need power to be at maximum. So I could do the 1 there. And if I put the 1 up there, I'll gain 4. So that's 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 for power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But then -2. 1, 2 would put me at 6. I should be okay with that. So I'm going to put the 1 up here. Roll a new die and then discard. I rolled a 3. I will discard the 3. And let's look over here. I'm going to place this 1. I'm going to place this 1 to start the mission. All systems go. So I'll put it over there saying I'm starting that mission. I need nutrition. I need oxygen to be of something. Nutrition, I'm at a 7 right now. That sucks. Oxygen's at a 12, so let's go with nutrition here. I'll put that there. Then I've got this 6, and I'll put the 6 here. And we're good. We're solid. We've used all our dice. Let's see what so we've completed we'll calculate results. So let's start with nutrition first. I've got 6, 11, 12, like I did before. But so this will take me to 8. So we're okay nutrition-wise. Let's go with oxygen. Oxygen is 12. So I got 12. Remember, this is 6. So that's 6, and then 6 takes me to 6. Okay. Then we go to power. Power is 6, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 11, 12, taking us to 8. Then we go to climate. Climate is 6, 12. This is the number of die plus 1. So this is 6, 12 times 3, 18, 19. That's 19. So 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. A little bit more and I could have gotten a boost, but that's okay. We got 19. We did pretty well. All right, so that is our calculation of everything. Then we resolve our mission. So our mission says we need to lose 2 power, 1, 2, and tick this up from 1. So next round we lose 6 power. Power needs to be the thing I do next round for sure. Okay, so that does that. That's the mission. Trigger resource bonuses. We don't have any because we didn't hit any numbers. Check minimum resource generation. The minimum one is 6, which is right here. So we'll gain 6 capacity. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me all right? We'll gain 6 capacity. I keep hearing buzzing noise, which means somebody's probably saying something's wrong, something's wrong. All right, so sounds great. Okay, cool. So 6 capacity. Then we resolve a disaster. What happens? Disable 1 climate tile. So 1 climate tile is going down next round. Station modules can be very fragile. Try installing a new tile to compensate for the missing climate tile. So we're going to disable a climate tile, which is either this one, or that one. I'm going to disable this one. That gets disabled. So next round, I cannot use that tile at all. So the mission control is saying, oh no, what happens when there's a coolant disaster? Then we go to spending capacity. Okay, so we've got 1 climate tile down that we can't use this round. I was saying that we need power. We need power. So I'm actually going to, I need something that gains me more dice. That's the problem. How are we doing? Resource drain on that might be difficult. I think this 9 power might be cool. Roll 3 new dice, then discard any 2. This might be a cool buy. It costs 5, which would leave me with 1. I could gain tier 2s right now. And maybe there might be something in tier 2s that'll be helpful. Let's do that. I'm going to spend 1 from you and 1 from you to research to gain tier 2s. And when you're doing research, you can both work together to do it. It doesn't have to be one person doing it. So we gain tier 2 tiles. The American tier 2 tiles that are coming out are for 7 capacity and 2 power drain. If I play 2 double numbers, I'll gain a die and I'll gain 9 oxygen. So you gain more, but it's going to cost you more. Next up, for more power drain, it costs 6 capacity. This one will cost 2 climate and 7 capacity. Gain a die, but it'll give me 2, so might be good. Might be good. And this one is -6 for tier 2 that goes in. So these go into your pool as well that you can buy with the ones. And for Russia, we've got nitrogen tank assembly. So roll 2 new dice, discard 2, but you gain that much climate. So nice climate gain. That might be interesting. We've got radioisotope generator. I could say the words. Draw 2 new dice, discard 1. Ooh, fine. I don't have enough capacity though, but that is actually probably what I need. That's probably the one I need. Active thermal costs 7, so that's another climate one, and then this one that costs 6, which I'm shy 1 capacity. I was gonna buy this. That gives me 8 power. So those go in there. Unfortunately, actually, you know what? Let's retcon that. I'll let you spend the 2. So you'll spend the 2 to get us there. You'll keep the 1. I'm then going to use all 6 of yours to buy this tier 2 tile. I'll put this here, and it will cost drain on oxygen by 2. So oxygen goes up to 8. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. All right, I need something that's going to get me oxygen. What can I do? Remember, I'm losing 6 power at this. So gaining that is huge. So that gives me some options. That's 18. I don't want any more power drain. Climate drain isn't bad. You see how much climate I can get. So I can do climate for oxygen. Can I do climate for oxygen? No. Yes. If I have 6, but I don't have 6. Yuck. Crud. I don't know what to spend this 4 on. I could do more research towards tier 3, but I don't see the point just yet. Climate impacts nutrition. I would love for climate to impact oxygen, but it's not. Power is oxygen. So I need to boost. So this power is going to give me 19 if I could, 20 if I could play it right. I'll gain 20 power this round. That hopefully means I could do something else. I can put a strain on an oxygen system. And if I do that, that's risky. See, this is the fun part of the game. It's that now I'm trying to find out. Like how to place. You saw how much. So this is how much dice I ended up with. This system's down, which means I can use that die that's there over here. But it also means that my climate system is going to shrink by 6. So I don't want to play with climate too much. If it shrinks by 6, that still shouldn't be too bad. Power should be able to compensate for that 6, because this 8, it usually gets me to 6. But now if I get 8, I can use this 6 to compensate for that. So I have to cover all power. I'm okay over here, because the dice work out that I can place what I need based on what I roll. Here is the problem for me. Oxygen is a thing, because I'm at 8 now, right? So if I got another oxygen module, so I should be able to gain 8 more to boost the oxygen up to make my life a little better. I think we're... the problem is I need more dice. I need more dice over here. If I had like 1 more die, I should be fine. but that's going to put a strain, and I could put a strain on oxygen to gain more nutrition, because oxygen puts us at, I'm just looking at max numbers, so that's 13. I'm at a 6 already. If I raise it by 2, it's going to go to 8. So that would put 8, 0, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need more dice, or else I'm gonna crash and burn. I don't have enough dice on the US side. And if I had 6, I'd definitely spend the 6 capacity to gain another die, which is what I need, but I don't have enough capacity for it. This is gonna be a hard one. All right, this is gonna be a tough one. Let's see what happens. I could put strain on something to help. It's just gonna be really, really hard. If I put, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna spend 2 spaceflight pilot to put strain on it. Put a strain token on one of the tiles to amplify another. So we're gonna put strain on, what do we gain a ton of? Climate. So stupid. What die do I want to place on climate? Actually, this says a 1 or a 2. I'm gonna put crap. I'm gonna put a strain. This could cause me to lose, but let's do it. I'm gonna put a strain on that. So I need to put a 1 or else I'm gonna suffer. To put a boost, I'm gonna gain +3. I've been rolling crappy, right? So I could probably do a 2, maybe. Let's say middle of the ground, and let's do a 3. Let's do a 3 boost on this system. So that'll give me the oxygen boost I need to potentially survive. Okay, that's all I got. That's all she wrote, folks. All right, so then we do all that, then we reset the round. Oh boy. This is gonna be tough. All right, so we're spending 3 and 3 respectively. Back over here. These back over here. Okay, so 3 and 3. Oh, and also, once you start a system, the next round you reveal the next system. So the next system that we go is Mind Over Matter, which now this puts a drain on climate and oxygen. Ooh, okay. So that's the next one that we have to start. Here we go. Got a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay, so we're over there. Got that. A 1, a 4, and a 5. And this system is shut down for this round. All right, so let's see. We can do, I'm going to put the 4 here to gain a new die. 6. And I need a double to gain that oxygen. I'm going to put the 3 over here to satisfy this so I can get the boost. That'll give me, so I'm at 10. Okay. Let's move over here. I need to put a 1 over here, which I've got. And I may re-roll a die of 3 or lower, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put four here to gain a die. Gives me a 1, thanks for nothing. I'll put the 1 here. Roll 2 new dice. Discard 1. Got a 1 and a 3. Blah, blah. I'll put the 5 here. roll a new die and discard one. 6. I will get rid of the 3. I'll put the 6 here to roll 2 new dice. 6 and 3. I have to get rid of one of them. I'm gonna get rid. I'm gonna get rid of the 1. Not gonna start that new system. I'm gonna put the 3. I'm gonna put this into the docking module to give you a 6. So we're sharing now. I'm gonna do the 2 6s here, which will give me a new die plus 2 or minus 2. So it'll be either a 2 or a 4, right? Minus 2, 4. So I'll gain a 4. I'll put the 4 here to gain a die plus or minus 1. So that will give me a 5. I'll put the 5 here to give me 6. Put the 6 here. I'm not going to adjust any dice. I'm going to put this in here to give you back your die of a 5. Woohoo! This looks like my kind of game for sure. Information brokers are a danger to my wallet. So I put the 5 there to give you back a 5. I'll put the 5 here. Roll a die and get rid of 1. Of course, you gave me a 1. Okay, can we make this work? Oxygen is rough. Oxygen's going to be at 12 plus 4, 16 plus 3, 17, 18 this round. I think we can start this other mind over matter mission. I think we could do it. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to place 1 here to start this mission. Remember, we just have to complete 3 to win. Then I'm going to take this 3 and I'm going to put it in the hab module. So cool. Oh, okay. All right. We finagled a little bit, but let's see how we did. Okay, so we generate resources off of station tiles. So we've got let's start with nutrition. 6, 11, 12, which would put us at 8 because that didn't move. So I was supposed to reset these. Sorry. I was supposed to reset. I got too excited. So 4, 0, and then 8. So that puts us at 8, 4, 12. All right. So then oxygen is the one I care about. So oxygen had 1 more space I could place there too to gain 4 more oxygen. Should I have done that instead? Shoot, too late now. 6, 12, 16, 17, 18. 17, 18, 19 because I had a 3 there. So that's 19 oxygen. I could add way more. So 19 oxygen. So that is 8 of 19 puts 11 left. That's 5 puts 6 left, which will put us at 11. Oh, I could have had more. We did all right. All right, let's look over here and we'll see what we have for power. Power, because we put a 1 there, we don't suffer the drain. We'll suffer the drain only if we don't put a 1. So that is 6, 10, 11, 19. So that is 15, 10, right? So 19 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That took us to 15. Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I told y'all that right. Because I remember drain. I think it is match. Here it is. Any amplify, strain, or disable token should be removed. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Strain. If there is a strain token on a station tile and there are no dice on that tile that match the strain token, the total number of the resource depicted is deducted. Yep, so I did it right. Okay, so we meet the strain, we're okay. Where were we? We were on climate because we did that. So climate, we've got 6 and 5 plus 1, 6, so that's 12. So we only have 12 climate this round. And that's 6 and 6. So we just hit 6 there and then we're done. That's the best we could do. All right, what comes next? Trigger resources bonuses. We didn't hit any. Check minimum resource generation, which that is 8, 11, 15, and 6. So we gain 6 again. And this goes to 8. It's helpful. And then we draw a disaster, resolve another disaster. Oh wait, sorry. Mission. So I'm supposed to lose 6 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, putting me at 9. So this ticks up to 3. And then this, I need to lose 1 climate and 1 oxygen. And this ticks up to 2. Then so that's resolve mission, trigger bonuses, check minimum. Then we resolve a disaster. Oh God. Okay, cool. When one of the life-sustaining resources drop, it's up to you to replace it. A new tile should do the trick, but make sure you have the dice necessary to use it. So we're gonna drain oxygen. Oxygen's going from 8. Come on. 1, 2, 3 to 11. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. So this is getting harder. Okay. Let's see. Where did we land last? All right. So now we we do any research if we need to. We spend our capacity. Let me reset this now so I don't forget. So it's getting tight. All right, so let's see. I need more dice. I know that's true. But I need more oxygen. I got oxygen over there that could give me 8. So 8 and 12, that give me 20 oxygen. So I should be okay oxygen wise. I should be okay. Okay, I should be okay oxygen wise. Power wise, I'm all right. Why is this down to 4? Did I mess something? Oxygen, climate. Yeah, nothing screwed with power. Okay, power's going up by 8. Power's going to be spent by 8 this round, which means I need more power. I need more power. So I don't want to drain oxygen any further. And power is only oxygen and power go hand in hand. Coming down by 8 this round, which means I need to generate at least 18 power. So that puts me at 6, 7, 8. Well, 6, 10, 18, 19, 20. Which will put me at 16 minus 8. I should be okay this round. Because I'll get climate back. All right, cool. Giving you all she's got, Captain. All right, I need more dice. You need more dice. So I'm gonna spend 6 of this going down to 2 to gain another die. That just needs to be your problem. We could get more dice as well. If we want, it would spend everything we got. We're losing 4 climate. We'll be fine. Oxygen is the one that scares me. Oxygen is the one that terrifies me. We need more oxygen, which will be a power drain, right? But I spent to get you new dice because I'm stupid. Oxygen would have been the way to go instead of more dice, but we need more dice. That just needs to happen. You can do nothing for me. So just get more dice. Gain another die. All right. Okay, that was dumb of me to do. We're going to remove the tokens. Do we want to amplify? Do we want to spend her career badge ability? But strain. on something, we can. I think I will. I'll spend the last 2. Put a 1 here. And we'll do a boost on oxygen again because I'm scared. So we'll put a 3 there. We'll do that again. Remove. This is no longer, the system's no longer broken. So let's get everything back. And we're getting 4 dice this time instead of 3. And you will listen to me bump into the mic because it has to be so close to my stupid ugly face. All right. So, and you gain 4 as well. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Got 1, of course. 1, of course. 4, 2. Got a 5 and a 3, a 1, and then y'all can probably see, but I can't. A 2. Okay. First things first, we're gonna do that. We may re-roll 1 die in your pool of 3 or lower. Yep, I'll do that. 6. That. Did I roll a 3 anywhere? Let's put a 3 over here just to make sure. Just to be sure, we're gonna put the 6 here, which will give us a new die. 4. We'll put a 2 here. Roll 2 new dice. Guard 1. There are the 4. That doesn't feelings any. We're gonna put give you a 5. Give you a 5. You can do this. Gain a die +2 or -2. Let's make it a +2, which would put it. Nope. Let's make it a -2, which would put it at a 3. I'll put the 3 here. Lets me roll a new die. 4. You, good sir, gonna put this 5 here. So roll a new die. 6. Gonna put the 2 here to let you roll 2 new dice and pick 1. Got a 3 and a 1. Of course I did. Gonna put one here. Oh, I was supposed to reveal the last mission. But overzealous. Last mission is fire up the welding torch. So climate gonna take a hit. I want to start that. Once I complete all 3 of these, I win, right? Remember. So I'll gain. Sorry, I put that there. I'll gain a die +1, -1. So that'll be -1 would make it a 6. Which I'll put here. I'll put another here, which will give me. I'll +1 make it a 3. Put the 3 here. I can adjust the die by +1, +2 or -2. I'll adjust this one to a 6. I'll put the 6 here, and then I'll put you back over here, giving you a 6. Then I'll put that 6 here. It says I may re-roll a 4 or higher. Don't want to. This one I could put a 3, roll a new die. Oh my god, should I start it up? That's a lot of climate drain. Cuz that we'll be losing 6 climate. How much am I going to get? I'm going to get 6 12 18 19. So 1 14 minus 4 minus 2. Boy. I could actually make this work. Maybe. Maybe, right? Should I start it? I should probably start it. But if the next disaster shuts something down, I'm screwed. I don't think I'm going to start it. I'm so scared. I've covered everything. I could put these two into the habitation mod. And you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. YOLO. All right. So we're start. All three of our missions are underway. And when they complete, so in 5 rounds, we'll either win or lose. One way or another. Okay. And let me read about the hab module, because I think I might have screwed up last one where I say, like, it's supposed to stay. Could be bad. Could be very, very... And remember, this is the intro scenario. So, players may also choose to place dice in the habitation module in the middle of the game board. While not very efficient, dice in the habitation module provide a small benefit during the generate resource phase, which is the phase that we are doing right now. So page 20. Here we go. The habitation module generates 1 resource for each die placed there, but all resources generated by the habitation module during a round must be of the same type. Players choose which resource will be generated, then the player controlling the resource board adjusts the red marker accordingly. Okay, cool. Okay, so we get 2 resources of some type. Let's use our we have to generate it now we're doing calculating results right now, so then we get to do it. So station tiles. Start off with nutrition. 6, 11, 12. So we gain 12. So that puts us at 8. Not a big deal. That's been pretty consistent. Next up is oxygen. So oxygen is 6, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? So basically, that's 11, giving us 8 more. So we go to 8. Check my math if I'm messing up. Check my math. Then we're going to do, then we do power. We've got climate stuff back. So power, we've placed the 1 so we don't lose that. So it is 6, 10, 18, 19, 20. So we gain 20 power. So it goes to 16. Oh, 16 minus 4. Math is easy. Next up is climate. Climate is 6, 12, 18 plus 1, 19. So 19 minus 6, 13, right? Right? Yeah, I was right. My math doesn't suck. Y'all are watching me struggle with math live. Okay. Then we get to gain this based on that. So we are at the whim of power, minus 8 power. So I'm going to gain 2 more in power. 1, 2. Excuse me. Okay, so that ends that from the habitation module. Okay, so we did that. Remove any tokens that are on there. Resolve a mission. So all systems go. We're going to lose 8 power. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to 10. Up to 4. 1 more round, and we clear that. Next up is mind over matter. We're going to lose 4 of you. 1, 2, 4. And 4 oxygen. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're right at 4. We're that close to having to use an emergency supply. Damn. All right, that's going to take up the 3. And then climate takes a hit of 2. 1, 2 going to 7. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh boy. This is getting deadly. This is getting deadly. All right. So then we resolve a disaster. I don't want to. Wait, check minimum. Minimum is 4, so we're only getting 4 capacity this round because I did not pay attention to oxygen and I need to. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so resolve disaster. What do we got? Oh no! Oh no! Destroy a nutrition tile. Oh boy. So basically something came and blew it up. That's a die gain, but that's 5. No way in hell I'm getting rid of that. Does anything else give me dice? That costs 4. I can gain a nutrition back, they'll give me 6. But that'll give me 2 double 2 or 4. That gives me dice. I can't lose the gimme dice. So I've got to blow this one up. So this is destroyed and removed from the game. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Our simulation is ramping up. Those damage supplies won't be coming back, and don't neglect the research track. As the disaster worsens, it might just save your life. Oh. All right, so we lost a tile. Okay, let's reset these so I don't forget, and then we'll spend, because I gotta buy a new nutrition tile. Okay, so I've got to buy this tier 2 because it costs 4 and that's all I got. And it's a drain on climate, but it'll give me more dice. Climate goes up by 2. Okay. Tier 1s are running out. But I used everything I had to buy that to make up for that disaster. You may spend 2 capacity to give a player an extra die of any value that they can use next round. I think I will. I'm gonna spend 1, 2 to move up the track by 1, and then I'll spend 1, 2 to activate medical officer to give you a die of 3. Give you a 3 value die to use next. Okay, I don't have the resources to do this, so that is scary as heck. Oh wait, it doesn't cost anything. You may place a strain token on one of your tiles to give an amplify token to another player. If this is like I think it's every round, but let me check. Let me check. You may use this ability on your career badge. Each career badge ability may be used once per round. Yep, so it's once per round. So I actually am going to do this. Boost you again. And I'm going to place here again. So you'll just use that, and then it's been used. So just to say it's been used, I'll flip it over to say it's been used this round. And this was used once, so I'll flip that over saying that it was used. Well, okay. Cool. Let's collect our dice. And hope we don't die. So I'm gaining 4 dice back, plus the 3 that I have up there. So 4. We're doing okay so far, and you're like, oh, this isn't too bad. The disasters get worse. And when you play with the other scenarios, the disasters get worse. This is just the intro. Okay, I got a 3. Good. All right, 3, 5, 1 and 3, 6, 3 and 4, and okay. So we need to place this 1 here. That's just a guarantee. I may re-roll a 3 or lower. Sure. Go for a 6, but I got a 1 instead. You're gonna place this 3 here to cover that. I may adjust any die in the pool. By 2. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust you to by 2 to 6. I'll put the 6s over here to gain a die of +1, -1. We'll do, or sorry, +2, -2. Plus you down to, ooh, boom. We'll spend these 2 3s here to gain that double to gain a die of +2, -2. So we'll make that a 5. I'll put this 4 here to gain a new die into the pool. Puts me at a 1, but that's cool because I gain a new die that is +1, -1, which would give me +1, -1 is, from 1 is 3. I'll put 3 here. I may adjust this by 2, +2, -2. Let's see what you, what do you need? You don't need any doubles, so you're fine. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna put this 5 here, gain another die, make this a 6. I'll put the 6 here, giving you a 6. Isn't it the detriment on your tiles to boost the other player? And I did. There it is. The detriment's right there. So it says you may place a strain on, oh, on one of your tiles. I've been playing that wrong. You're right. You're right, Gazumi. I've been playing that wrong. I was doing the opposite. Shoot. I've been playing that wrong. I thought it was on a tile. You're right. You're right. Shoot. I made a mistake on that. I'll update that in the description from the last play. We'll put 6 here. Roll a new die in. Hopefully I'll get a 6. I did. Get rid of the 1. 6 here. Not gonna re-roll anything. Put the 3 here to gain a new die. Of course, it's a 1. Roll 2 new dice. Get rid of 1. I'll get rid of 1. 5. Roll 2 new dice. 6. Get rid of 1. I'll get rid of this one. Put the 5 up here. Roll a new die and get rid of 1. Got a 2. Bonk. Get rid. And put this in the habitation mod. Okay, here we go. Nutrition. 6, 12, 13. This time instead of 12, we go to 13, so that's 8. 9, sorry. 8 is 12. Nutrition's good. I need to do better. Okay, oxygen. Oxygen is 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sorry. 6, 12, 16 plus 4, 20. That's 20. So that puts me at 9. Crap, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Power. Power is 6, 10, 18, 19. That goes to 15. Climate is 6, 12, 18, 19. So that'd be 50. No, 6, 12, 18, 19. That's 19, right? So 6, 19. 13. 13, not 15, 13. Bad math. Okay. Then the hab module, I'm actually going to boost power. The power of oxygen. Oxygen is going down by Climate's going down by. I'm gonna boost power. I'm gonna boost oxygen by 1 in the module. 10. Okay, so resolve our missions. Power goes down by 10, so that goes to 5. This one completes. That hits 5. Reduce each strain by 1. Let's read the mission cards. Is that everything? That would be great. Resolve mission. So the requirements of all the active missions must now be fulfilled. If there are multiple missions with dice on them, resolve them from oldest to newest based on what it is. For each active mission, then players for each consumed resource, move the tracker back. Then players increase the value of the die by 1. As soon as a die on the mission card reaches 5, the mission is completed. Perform the following steps. Return the die on the mission card back to the appropriate player supply. Remove the mission card from the game, and reduce the drain on each resource wheel by 1. So this one completed. All systems go is done. Put it over here. Put that back there, and all drain down by 1. So you 5. You'll go to 10. You'll go. Okay. Next one is it's at 3, so 5 climate. 5 and 5 oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank gosh for that drain. Okay. Then climate goes down by 6 again. So, oh no. 4, 5, 6. Ah, hit the da. Dang it! I hit orange. This will go up to 4. I hit orange. All right. So let's see what happens when we hit orange. Dang it! All right. So. If 1 or more red markers are on an orange space, number 0 to 3, the players must use up some of their emergency supplies by advancing the emergency supply on the game board to the next space. Okay. If the orange marker moves to if the orange marker moves to a space with a number in it, the emergency supply value, set every red marker to its that is currently on a number lower than the emergency supply value to the emergency supply value. So we move it 5. Right? If the orange marker, so it says if the orange marker moves to space, if the orange marker moves to space, if the orange marker moves to space with a number, if the orange marker moves to space with a number in it in the emergency supply value, set every marker that is currently on a number lower than the emergency supply value to the emergency supply value. So 2, 5. Note, red markers are set to exactly the emergency supply value, not increased by that number. All right, so we set it to 5. Boo. Okay. So that was solving missions. We have okay. Then what do we got next? We've got that threw me. Trigger resource bonuses. Check minimum drain, which is I'm at 5. 5 is the minimum, so I'll gain 5 capacity. Then resolve a disaster. Disasters are ramping up. Here we go. Each player with red light tiles disables one of no. No! Instructor, disasters can persist. Place 2 dice, 1 for 1, 2. Place 2 dice for one for 1 to 2 players on this card to prevent it from triggering again. So it's persistent. Each player with red light tiles disables 1 tile. That means 2 tiles are going down. Because red lights, power, climate. I need the dice rolls. Oh boy. What should I disable? What should I disable? It's these here. I need to disable 1 climate and 1 power. I think disable this one. That's for climate. And for power, you'll see this one and you'll say, oh well, disable that one. It's only 1 point it gives you. It gives me 2 points, however, and it gives me more dice. Both of them give me more dice. And that 8 is just too much to lose. What do y'all think? Trying to think which power one to disable. I can buy something that will give me more power, but it doesn't give me more dice. Problem. I tell you what, I'm gonna disable this top one. I'm gonna disable that top one. And then I need to place dice here, or else this is persistent. I thought you played only 2 players, so only 1 tile needs to be. No, that's for the dice placement, not the. Ooh, sorry, I just bumped my mic. That is for the dice placement, not the thing. It says instructor, disasters can strike. Place 2 dice, one for each one for 1 or 2 players on this card to prevent it from triggering again. It still says each player with red light tiles disables 1 of their tiles. So because we're playing 2 player, every red light tile set is the one that needs to get disabled. So it wouldn't be 1 tile, it'd be 2. So it's like the game ramping up, and you can see on the other side of this where it's like green and then yellow, it's ramping up in disaster. So no, it wouldn't be 1 tile. Because there's two red tile playing. But you might, Yuzumi, you're making me think about this. I mean, it'd be great if that's the rule, because that would be great. That would be fantastic. It would make this first mission very easy, actually, because I would disable the same thing and do the exact same thing I did last round. I think this ramp up is not to do that. Disaster card. If you see a thing that contradicts me, let me know. If at the start of phase disaster, the game ends if the disaster deck is empty. Okay. All right. So then, if any persistent disaster cards have been satisfied, the card has 1 die on it for 1 to 2 player, or 2 dice for 3 to 4 player. Remove it from the game and return. Finally, resolve the effects of all face-up disasters. Yeah, I see where you're going with it. I do. I mean, I'm okay with doing that. It seems like that is the exact same thing of the last one too. But I'm trying to read to see if that's true. I wonder if this question was asked on BGG. It makes sense what you're saying, Gazumi. Like, I don't doubt it. I completely, I think I see where you're going and I agree. I just don't want to get it wrong if we're both wrong, right? But it makes sense what you're saying. Um, we'll go with that and we'll say let's not make it harder for ourselves and we'll just say it's one player. So yeah, I control two boards, but it's just one player. Okay. Power is actually not a beef. Power is not a pain. I'm gonna disable that power one instead of the climate because I'll need to be able to do 6. Wow, this is a lot of climate being drained, so I'll need to do that much. I'm actually going to use your ability properly this round, and we'll do nutrition. We'll put a 1 there for nutrition, and we need to boost. Nope, nope, nope. Here. That should be. So that'll use that ability. Okay, so we got to spend stuff. We got to buy stuff. We need climate like you wouldn't believe, and I think I'm willing to do that. I've only got 5. All I can really buy is this tier 1. Which I will buy. Put it out here. So I'm gonna buy this one. It's gonna cost 5 and a drain on nutrition by 2. So nutrition will go to 5. And it's gonna cost me all my capacity to. So I can't give you a die this round. That's gonna go here. Like I said, you could build it anywhere you want. You can go to tier 3 track, but I don't know if you can afford anything. I'd love to go to that, but we're close. We're super, super close. I'm not increasing any one of those 2 tracks. Climate's gonna be rough. Power's okay now. So I could do power. I could spend 5 to do power, but I need to gain dice. If I gain dice, I can give you dice. And that could save our lives. Yeah. This is a crazy thought. It might lose us the game, but let me see how this works. So I'm gonna spend this. I'm gonna spend 4 going down to 1. And electricity is gonna go up by 2 to go to 5. So that I can place this module. Gives us some nice oxygen for what's coming up because I need to spend 6 oxygen, so I got to make sure that I can get it. Okay, all right. Reset these. For rest. Rest. This is busted. Okay. All right. Here we go. On. Flipping. Okay. So I don't have a 3 for over there, so I need to work that out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, 2 here to gain a die. 1, not helpful. Actually, let me take that back. I would have put the 3 because then I'll take these 2 2s, put them here to gain a die that's +2, -2, which will put it at -2, wraps around to 6. I'll put those there to gain a die that's +2, -2. That'll put me at -2, +2, -2, 4. I'll put this 1 here so I don't gain the drain. Gain a die that's +1, which is 2. I'll put that 2 there to gain 1 that goes to a 3, which is what I wanted. Let's come over here and deal with this. I'll put four here to gain a die. 3. No, I didn't mean to put the 4 there. Ah! Retcon, retcon, retcon. The retcon. Oh, that was stupid. I almost lost that. I'll put the 4 here to gain 2 die. Wow, that was almost done. I got double 5s and I need to lose 1. I'll put the 2 5s here. Roll 3 dice and get rid of 2. Got a 1, a 6, and a 2. Get rid of the 1 and the 2. Keep 6. 6 here. Roll 1 die. 2. I have to get rid of something. Get rid of the 1. 2 here. Roll 2 dice. I'm fishing for a 3. Dang it. 2 and a 4. Okay. We could talk. I'm gonna put the 3 here. Give you a 3. I'm gonna put the 4 here. Give you a 4. I'm gonna come over here and put those 2 4s here. Gain a die. +2, -2. Boost you to a 6. All right, what do you got? You got a 3. How did I get a 3? Oh, because of that. So I got the 3 here, so I'll put the 3. I'll gain a new die. This is a 6. I'll put 6 here, which means I can re-roll a die of... Now I'm okay with that. I'm going to put the 2 here, which means I can re-roll, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually going to take this 6, put it over here, and give you a 6. Then I'll put 1 6 here to adjust. I don't want to. And then I'll put another one there to adjust. And we're good. Good Lord. Okay, so let's see. I almost screwed that up. Okay, so now it is... Let's deal with, what's the order? Generate resources from station tile. All right, nutrition. 6, 12, 13. So 13, 8, right? 8, 9, 13. Yep, 8. Then oxygen is 6, 12, 17, 21, 25, right? Right? Is my math right on this one? 6, 6, 5, and then 8, 4 and 4. So 6, 6, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 4, 20, 25. It's 25. Damn it, my math. 10, 11, plus 4, 25. It's 25, damn it. That's so it goes up to 15. Stupid math. All right, so then next one, power. Power is I put a 3 there, so 9, 17, 18, 19. So 19 minus 5 is 14. And then climate. Climate is this boosts 3 for, make sure it does it for both, because if I put it on that tile, I should get 3 for both. If y'all are like, nope, that's shenanigans, let me know. But I think that's 3 for resource. So if there is an amplify token on a station tile, at least one die in that tile matches the die symbol on the amplify, then that tile will produce an additional 3 resources of the type it generates, which is both. So that is 9, 15, 20, 27. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 27. So 27 minus 5 is 22. Damn, and I hit a resource point. So I hit one resource point and I hit the other one. That's cool. If my math is bad, let me know. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 6 plus 1, 7 is 27. Minus 5, 22. So I hit 2 resource bonuses. Sweet. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We habitation, remove any tokens. So removing tokens means broken. Then resolve mission cards. So you need to lose 6 climate. 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, then we so I Oh, I wouldn't get the resource bonus because I have to, after the drain it comes off. I'm just reading the rules. After the drain it comes off, you check it. So this goes, so this completes that 6. So mission number 2 is complete. And we reduce each drain by 1. 4. And this one, I need to spend 8 of climate. 8 putting me at 9. Spend the 4. We're 1 away from winning. We're 1 away. So we need to survive 10 climate and we're good in the next mission. Okay, then we generate, so the lowest is 9, I believe. Yep, the lowest is 9, so we have 9 now to play with. Cool, we'll reset those. Scary time just now. All right, so then we didn't hit any of the numbers, so we're solid. But that ends that. We get to spend these resources. I did okay this round. I did okay with manipulating stuff. Once again, this is the training mission, so oh, this recurs. I didn't put a die on this one. Yeah, I didn't place a die on the persistent disaster. I just saw that too, Gazumi. So I need to disable another tile because that's persistent. So we'll do that again. So that stays. And we're resolving another disaster. Yeah. So proceed with caution. Each player places a strain token on one of their tiles. Be careful. If you don't place the right die on each strain station, it might not end well for you. So it's a strain token now, not a boost. So this is strain coming on both ends. We're gonna put a 1 here. We're gonna put a 3 here. This will come back. So this is the last round, win or lose. Let's see what happens. Truly, I can lose at this last round if I don't play smart. I think everything is spun to a nice degree that we're a little safe except for oxygen. That worries me a little bit. Actually, I don't want to put you here. I'll put you over here because I'm going to use your ability to put strain on something else. No, I can't boost oxygen with you. Climate's okay. Yeah, I think we just got to deal with what's here. I think we just got to deal. Climate's the last thing. We should have it in the bag based on what's coming, but let's see what happens. Okay. Let's spend some capacity, shall we? I'm going to spend... Go all out for this. Spend 1, 2 to go to 7. Use my ability, and I will give you a 3 die for next round. Make sure that's not a thing. Then I'm going to spend 1, 2, move this up 1, and 1, 2 to push it up 1 more so y'all can see tier 3. So tier 3 blues. Orbital Propellant Depot. You may decrease all dice of the highest value in your pool by 1. Look at the power generation on that bad boy. The die roll. So I could get 9 power from that. Oh, this is red. This is America red. Sorry, wrong side. Wrong side. This is the one side we should be on. America blue. Flip these over. All right. So this is the geochemical recycler. So 14 oxygen. Not bad. This one give us biomass, so it costs 9 minus 2 climate. You may adjust 1 die in your pool of value 5 by plus. It gives me 5 nutrition. Saboteur system, yes. Double 1 gives me 11 nutrition. And what's this? Mega canisters. It gives me die roll plus 4 oxygen. Needs 9 to build that. I actually would do this if I could afford it. That goes in our pool to buy. I actually would buy that one if I could. Next. Russians. This is interesting. Roll 2 new dice into them and discard any 2 dice from your pool. For 14 climate, I have to put dice in here that sum up to 8. Constrained vapor bubble. Roll 1 new die in and then discard any 1 die from the pool. Fission reactor. Pretty decent. And then sum 9 for some serious power. So that goes in. This is the last round, like I said, so it should be pretty solid. What we are going to do for you have 9 capacity. I'm feeling this tier 3 is my bit. That should get us over the oxygen hump. Because power seems to be okay, right? Power gets us. I could do another drain and boost. Yeah, I think I might. Because if we get that power, we can raise this up and then we can help oxygen in a big way. I think I am going to burn your ability. I'm going to put train 2 on here. Put a boost. Let's do 4 on that one. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna gain you used all not right? Did I oh I didn't spend the darn thing yet. Damn it. Did I just go for the 5 dice? But I need the I need the oxygen because I'm really scared right now. And the oxygen ooh, if I spend 7 on tier 2s, I'll gain 9 oxygen. Yep, this is what I'll do. So I'll spend 7 going down to 2. And power drain goes up by 2. 5. Yep. And I will put this over here. Okay, that should help us a little. I've got 2 left, so I'll do 1, 2, move towards tier 4. That's all I got. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We gain our 4 dice. Two, 4. Okay. What will hopefully be a successful last round. Got a 1, 6, 5 and a 6, 2 5s, a 2 and a 1, and then my 3. Well, we're gonna put the 2 up here so we could gain a die +1, +1 -1. We'll -1 to a 1. We'll gain the double 1s here to gain a die +2 or -2 +2, which will put us at a 3. I'm gonna stop right there. Let's come over here. I'm gonna put this 1 here for sure to avoid that drain. I'm gonna put so stupid. I'm gonna put the double 6 right here to roll 3 dice and pick 1. 3, 2, and 2. Damn it. I'll lose the 2 2s. I'll put the 3 over here to roll 2, 1. And I'm just fishing for. I'm gonna throw that, toss this. Put this 6 here. 4. Give me a 4. Nope. 2. I'll ditch it. Let's come back over here because we're gonna need some help with what's going on this side. Gonna put. I have to put a 3 here. Let me just get that out of my system right now. I can do 2 double 5s, the +1 -1 of 1 die, which is a 4. Put a 3 here to roll a new die into the pool. 4. Crap. I've worked myself into a little pickle, haven't I? I'm gonna put a 4 here, give you a 4. Put that 4 here. Roll a new die. 4. Oh, finally you roll a 4. Jerk. Put this here. Roll 2 new dice. Pick 1. 5 and a 6. Get to pick 1. I'll keep the 6. Lose 5. I'll put the 6 here. Put this here. Give you a 4. Crap. I'll do the double 4 here to gain a die that's +2 to 6. I'll put the 6 up here to gain a die that's +1 -1 to a 5. I'll put the 5 over here. That's the best I could do. I didn't have enough dice this time. Okay. All right. Here we go. Win or lose. Here we go. So nutrition is 6, 7, 8. So it's at 4. So I'm at 4. I'm right at the tip there. Right. Very, 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 very close. And I didn't put a die over there. So disabling a red tile's how it's going to have to be. But I think we won. Then we'll do oxygen, which is 6, 15, 20, 30, 4, 34, 34, 25. Right? 25? 25? Yeah, 25. I had to do the math in my head, I'm thinking. 25, which should get us more than we need. Okay, then Christian scares me, but let's see what happens here to power. So power is 6 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 15, 23, 18. We're ending big. We're ending big. Then climate is 6, 9, 15, 20, 27. 7 minus 4 is 20. We did it. We won. We won. Thank God. We won. Okay, so we got all that done. Then we check the mission card. So we need to spend 10 of this. So we're going to 13. And it flips to 5. And we immediately win the game. So we won. So this was the training module where that's what you had to do to win 3 missions and you're done. You had to get through before the simulation ended, and the simulation got worse. So what was next with that persistent? We had drain power by 5. Disable all docking modules. Good lord. This was next if we didn't win this turn. That was next. That sucks. Then we had roll the disaster die 3 times. After each roll, place 2 scenario tokens on each tile in the corresponding row. Each scenario token permanently subtracts 1 from the tile's resource output. Yikes. Then we would have had no dice with a value of 4 may be placed on station spaces. And then finally, each player destroys 2 of their tiles and then game over. So the simulation kept getting worse and worse until we would have died. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. But that is the training simulator. We won. Yahoo. We beat it. We completed our 3 missions. Let me know what y'all think. The other missions here are we've got Meteor Shower, Solar Storm, and I would like to play all 3 of these, but I'd like to gain your thoughts on. Oh, there's missions. What do we got? I'm just gonna pop these over. Yeah, so there's Meteor Shower, Toxic Leak with setups on them, and then there's a mission card. So it says place a die of value 1 onto a mission card to start it. Oh, that's just telling you how to do it. So that's for these mission cards. That's the header for that. There's Toxic Leak, Solar Storm, and Meteor Shower. And come on, open up. What else do we got? Looks like it's just different variants of Solar Storm. Oh, it's for every player. It's for every player. Every player gets one of these. So those are the so there's Training, Meteor Storm, Meteor Shower, Solar Storm, and Toxic Leak. I would love to play the 3 of these to give y'all a full view of this game. But I want to know what y'all think. Is it something that you would be interested in seeing? Like, is it something that you'd say? And of course, I'll use a different astronaut. I'm not going to use US and Russia because you saw them already. I would probably use the level 2 complexity, level 3 complexity, level 4 complexity per mission, so you can get to see all the different complexities of the game. If this is something that y'all would like to see, let me know, and I will be more than happy to play through it. I like this game. It's a nice quaint little dice thing. Gazumi, thank you so much for catching the amplified that I screwed up on her ability. So but that really helped save our bacon. It may have looked a little easier, but I was running a little short. As you can see, we hit emergency capacity. And just to keep in mind as you're playing, this is the training simulator. This is the easy mode of the game. So if you're not struggling, that's okay. If you're like, man, that was super simple, this game doesn't burn enough, we're gonna try Toxic Leak next. And you tell me. But I just want to get a sense of what y'all think. The mission cards that are on here, the ones that didn't come in was nutrition gets a drain, nutrition and power, and oxygen. And there was one where all 4 consume lowest resource of the 4, and then consume highest resource of the 4. So these all are the mission cards that you have to complete. So there's your repetition, right? You can plan for that accordingly, but your astronaut will provide differences. There is the disaster die, which y'all didn't get to see this game, but it is in Meteor Shower for sure. I remember playing that. Solar Storm probably has it as well as this knocking out system, so different things happen as things go around as you play. Yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty solid game. I think it's fun. It's a nice little dice chucker for you to see how things shake out. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I would love to play more of this. Y'all let me know if you're interested in seeing more of this, a completely different scenario, so that you can see the variance of play instead of it's just, oh, it's the same thing over and over again. Lots of fun. Jeff Beck made a really great game here. Hopefully, if this is something that strikes your fancy, you can find it at your friendly local game store, or if you visit a con somewhere, that they would have a copy of it at one of the conventions out there. But check it out, see what you think. I thought it was a lot of fun. Let's go back up. All right, so half of me says that I really enjoyed playing Intrepid. I hope y'all did as well, and I hope it's something fun that you would like to look into. I did make a mistake with the spaceflight pilot ability. It wasn't supposed to be on anyone's, it was on hers, but we cleared that up. I don't think that would have affected gameplay too much, but we're fine. But we're completely fine. All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'll be on Tuesday. I would like to play this again and play another mission. So that's why I said, like, let me know if you're interested. But because I want to play it again on Tuesday, I probably will. To try a different mission on it so you can all see that. And then Thursday, Pandemic Legacy Season 2 February. Saturday is co-op chat. And Sunday we'll play something else. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how we go in the series. But hopefully you enjoyed it all. Hopefully my mic held up and it wasn't pitchy and sounded weird. But thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to my patrons, my YouTube subscribers. And if you're neither, just coming in the hangout, thank you and welcome as well. I really appreciate it. I will see you all on Tuesday. So just know that I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.